All right. Hello and welcome. It's Monday, June 8th now, 2026. And this is Waylon, the Indoor Farmer, and it's episode 239, I believe. 239 episodes of Planties. I just got caught on something. Anyway, we're going to play a little intro, get the party started, help me get some time to get the like button and share it out and all that kind of stuff. If you could help me out with that, I do appreciate it. Look, guys, I'm not an expert grower. I'm not even that much of a plant guy, but I had to decide for myself, for my family, for my future to try to become a little bit more self-sustainable, just to bring a little bit of that self-responsibility back to me versus, you know, outsourcing everything that we do, everything that we need, all of our necessities are outsourced. Try to take back a little bit of that power into ourselves. So we're going to play this intro, like I said, and we'll be right back, guys, in a few minutes. Hit that like button, share it out with some friends. Let's grow.
So bright, Waylon's got a secret garden blooming through the night. No fields of green, just pots and lights inside his home. Turning seeds to supper, never feeling all alone. He's the average Joe who said, I'll grow my own damn way. Food and medicine from scratch, come what may. Hey, Waylon, the indoor farmer, rocking the live show scene. Weekly vibes, plants on display, chasing that self-sustained dream. Ups and downs, the grind is real, but he's making it fun. Bringing us together, cause we all gotta eat under the sun. Waylon, the indoor farmer, lighting up the screen. He shows off his leafy greens, the project's taking flight. Experiments gone wrong, but hey, that's alright. From hydroponics hustle to soil in the spare room, learning curves and breakthroughs, chasing away the gloom. It's hard work entertainment, twisting sweat into gold, affecting every soul, young and old. Hey, Waylon, the indoor farmer, rocking the live show scene. Weekly vibes, plants on display, chasing that self-sustained dream. Ups and
we are back, and I am sharing to. I think I got a couple more shares to do real quickly. It has been a day, you guys. It has been a day. Yesterday, some of you know that I went a little bit of a trip away from home yesterday. It was 4 hours, a 4 hour drive. Not the biggest trip ever, but it was enough. 4 hours with my son and my two dogs. And so it was a long drive. And I tell you what, I didn't get home until after 2:30 in the morning. That's the dentist's favorite time of the day, but I don't think that. I think it's the other 2:30 that they like the best. But yeah, it was a late night. Didn't get to sleep until like 3:30. So I'm a little, I ran a little late this morning. Had to feed the dogs, feed the kid, all the things, get the pictures. I do got quite a few pictures and some happy pictures. I'm really excited. But then, yeah, so I run a few minutes late, but that's okay. I wanted to make sure everything was in a row, almost everything. I didn't get some trays ready for me to plant more microgreens, but what I did do is I have last week's microgreens that we planted during the show to show you guys. It's going to be really nice, very nice. I'm going to get the door prize wheel set up here. Actually, did I make the number post? I think I did make the number post last week. I'm going to have to check into that. Just a minute here. Share to one last place, and I think that's enough. There we go. All right, here we go. And I think I shared it to my community on Facebook already. Cool. All right, here we are. Let's grow. Let me pull up the wheel, and we'll do that while we're chit-chatting over here. Shouts out to all the game night winners Friday. I have not taken care of all the prizes yet. I think I'll try to do that today in the after show. Let's check out locals real quick here. Refresh. We don't need this show pinned. We are live on locals right now. Shouts out to my locals community members. Game night. Number post, here we go, for the 7th. Yeah, this is not pinned for some reason. I swear I pinned it, but hey, that's okay. So there is a post. If you haven't gotten to it, I'm telling you now, make sure you get to it before about halfway through the show. We got some friends on it already. We need some other friends. If you're subscribed on Facebook only, I will put you on there. I see Denise in the house. Denise R. Put you on the list, Denise. If we get Gabe in here and a few others that I know, I can't keep everybody in my head, but some of you I know are subscribed on Facebook and not locals. So I'll try to keep that in mind. Okay. Here we go to the door prize. We'll start on Facebook. We got Kayla. I do appreciate my Facebook friends, but always running through, always walking on eggshells on that platform. So find us on other platforms. Find us on Rumble. Find me on X. I'm doing all right on X. I got a lot more professional friends on X, more people who are, have some sort of professional knowledge, and then they come to social media, and not the other way around, like me. But yeah, a lot of pretty cool friends over there. I wish they would get the live chat fixed or linked up or whatever. Would be really nice. All right, who else we got? Denise. We've got. I think I saw Rose. We got Loretta. Hello, Loretta. Kyle, what's up, man? We got Andrew. I think that's it on Facebook. Rose. Okay, Kyle, Andrew, and Rose. Got a lot of planties to show you guys. Some really happy ones. I'm pretty excited about that. Everything's looking really good except for that auto that I had put in my aquaponics system. That one is pretty much a loss. I felt bad, but I also did it myself, trying to fix the pH, and it just I ruined it. We haven't checked the pH since I added a big old log of driftwood yet, but maybe I should soon. All right, now we're going to look on the main chat here. We got between Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble, all three of those are on the main chat, so you can comment on in there, and we'll see your comments. Hey, Big Mike, what's up, man? You got back home already? We got Rose, we got Andrew, we got Kyle. Chris was the first comment today. Chris, extra crispy. We got Brittany. Shouts out to the Players Friday, a brand new game, Baked Potato. I thought it was fun. I have some ideas on how we're gonna make it more fun in the future once we have internet set up. Brittany on the YouTube. Lila Rose. Cullen. Hey, what's up, Cullen? Cullen posted a pretty sweet picture of him hiking. Interesting. I don't know who you are, but I'm going to write it. I'm going to put it down just like I see it. Tui and Gurgur. NDMA. No idea, but I'm going to put it down. I put it down. You get a chance. Home now, Mikey? Okay. Hell yeah. All right, guys. If I didn't get you, if you don't see your name on there, let me know. Oh, hey. Atala, hello. Got you on the wheel. Brittany got you too from Facebook. And Crystal. Hello, hello. Did I miss anybody? I think I got you all. Cool. So you have to be here to win at the end of the show, probably a couple hours. And the door prize gets you different things depending on if you are subscribed or not. All right, let's pull up the pictures from today. A whole bunch of them, and then, of course, we'll do the Garden Savvy segment halfway through. And you know what I haven't done yet? I have to check my email. I did send John an email. John, the guy who owns Garden Savvy, and I would like to see what he says. Let me just do this real quick, see if he responded, because that would be pretty fun, just to see if he might pop through. I asked him, hey, come on the show sometime would be great, or just pop through in the comments would be fine as well. If I just type in John, will I find him? Thanks for checking in. I'll look up your code and send it soon. Yes, that's right, because I have a discount code for Garden Savvy. We offer a few versions of a premium paid version. Your code gives a discount on the paid version. Regarding your show, my co-founder weighs infinity more about gardening. What? Than I do? Oh, he knows more about gardening. Okay. He's been gardening for 40 years, so he might be perfect guest. If that works for you, I can ask him. What time is your live show? Okay. Very cool. I'll respond to that later, but I'm glad that he reached out, because I've been showing off the website every Monday for 6 months. So I would like to get a little more detail on it and maybe get some people excited, because I think it's a cool way to get gardening and growers together between the people who already have a knowledge and people that are learning, kind of like my little community here on the interwebs, we call it. All right, let's get to, You know what? That's funny. Did I not mark anything? Oh, that's right. I had my son Friday, so we didn't do much on the... Usually I get some of that stuff taken care of from game night, but I don't think we got to it this Friday. Episode 239 today, guys. Hit the like button, share it out with some friends. If you think it's important to make things more fun, more entertaining, that are important to everybody, like nutrition and sustainability and, you know, health, wellness, stuff that I don't know everything about, but we can get together over it. We can still come together over these things and like, hey, let's find out. Let's find out the answer, you know? There may not be an answer to everything, although it is 42, I think that is the answer to everything. But I digress. All right, let's pull up to the first picture today, which is, I don't know what yet. Oh, let me see. Oh, hey, how'd that get in there? Oh, man. Oh, gosh. How did I put this in there? What is this called? What is this thing? Oh, let's see. The picture, it says 7th annual token float put on by thedrizzledab.com. Oh, wow. This is crazy. I don't know how this got in there. Can't imagine how this got itself in there. Look at that. It benefits MS research. June 27th, it says, in Illinois on the Mackinac River. Wow. Oh gosh, this is great. I'm glad this is in here. There's even a scan code for you to get registered. That's awesome. I know I'm being facetious, but it was funny. When I went over there to Drizzle Dab, I was like, hey, let me get a picture of this bad boy. And actually, he gave me 2 of these flyers. I just didn't put them up yet. Anyway, Drizzle Dab token float coming up at the end of the month. If you guys haven't, if you're interested, let me know. Hit me up. It's a kayak trip, but you can't put a, cheap floaty on the river. It's just, you may not make it all the way down with that floaty, Okay, now we're back. Now we're into the Planties. And Margaret, before I get to the full-on Planties, I see you commenting. Margaret, hello. Who else we got on the Facebook? Hey, thanks, Crystal. Thank you for the highlights and tags of anybody. I appreciate it. Margaret on both sides. I see. This is my first time watching. Yeah, everybody say hello to Atala. Appreciate you coming in. Someone send me stars. Denise for the 20 stars. Thank you very much, Denise. I do appreciate it. Margaret on Rumble and Facebook. Let's see. Got you on YouTube on the big screen? Oh, wow. Let me just... Do I look okay? I'll tell you what looks better. Well, besides this bong right here. Let me set this to the side. We did pass 420. I'm going to hit that in a second. But check this out. Hold on. I gotta go full screen on this one. And we're going to look at it a little bit deeper here in a moment, but... Look at these. Let me see if I can zoom it in a little bit. Oh, yeah, that's a picture right there. Well, get this thing out of my face. I never wanted to eat grass so bad in my life. Well, it's not grass, but it looks like a big old carpet full of grass. All right, back to the Planties. I'm happy about this too. I bought some new green onions at the store, organic, and they were super hardy. And I did a little research last week with the Garden Savvy Garden AI, and found out the best way to get them to grow. And it's actually not just these, but the ones I have growing in my grow table that started to die off. There was one left that I was able to salvage by trimming it. I didn't realize that you need to trim them in order to send, and I should have realized this because I knew it in other senses, but when you trim back the vegetation of a plant, most plants will then send more energy down to their root system to grow more roots. To what? Find more nutrients. For what? To grow more vegetation. So if you do not trim some of the stuff that's dying and stuff that's maybe too overgrown, if you don't trim that back, the plant doesn't think about making more roots. It thinks, oh, it's done. It's done its job. It's pushed all that nutrients up to grow the, whatever the plant is. But these are looking pretty good. They're in only coco coir. They only have coco coir, and they are getting water from the aquarium, which means they're getting tons of nitrites and nitrates. They do get trace minerals from the aquarium, probably not a ton because the fish are already using a lot. So I don't know. We're going to see how they grow like this. I know that you can grow them in just water. A lot of people I know some people that have green onions growing in a cup of water on their windowsill, And of course I got the grass, nice big old poof of grass next to it. That's fun. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I want to cut it in I want to shape it somehow. I want to Edward Scissorhands this thing. It's not really a hedge, so maybe I'll just trim it back into like a little round, like a little afro of grass, a little puff, like around like a dome of some kind. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we can make it happen. Here's the sad part. The onions, they started to die off. I don't know what happened exactly, but then I went through and I trimmed them all to see if I could get them to come back. And it looks like this one might be okay too down here, but this one definitely is growing again. This is from a few days ago, so you're going to see an updated picture here soon. And my jelly bean tomato plants are looking awesome. I'm excited about these. I don't know how big they get, but they're getting way bigger than the skewers that were holding them up, so I'm going to find something to tie them up with and train them. Shouts out to Buttheads Growers Club. Learned a little bit about training my plants yesterday. We're going to talk about that on tomorrow's review of our little trip that we took. That wasn't a ton. I didn't take a ton of pictures, but I took, quite a bit, but not quite a full review's worth of pictures. So I got a few other things we're going to add in together on tomorrow's show. Yeah, here we go. Here we go, our weird little volunteer plant that we have no idea what it is. I could try and look it up with some program or whatever, but I'm not too worried about it. I do have like a little bull's blood beet still growing in here. See that? And there might be one or two other bull's blood beets somewhere in the area, but they're kind of spread out. Over here are bull's blood beets, but that's from previous grown beets. They're still growing, and they're just like kind of stunted. I don't know. I don't really know. I have to look into bull's blood beets on the adult side because I grew them as a microgreen. And that actually brings me to the point about microgreens that I've been having trouble with. I tried growing stuff that was probably more difficult to start with, which would be bull's blood beets for one. They take longer to grow, so there's more opportunity for things to go wrong. There's more opportunity for mold to occur, all those kind of things. And also, I felt like I was doing something wrong because they took longer, and I didn't realize at the time that was going to be normal for those. Also, Colin, you'll remember that we had this issue where I was spraying them with hydrogen peroxide a lot because I thought that was a safe way to keep the mold down. Well, I was spraying the shit out of them because I kept seeing what I thought was mold, and we looked into it and found out that you are going to see these sort of white fuzzy hairs in the root system, but that is not a harmful type of mold. I can't give you the details exactly what it is, but it's a beneficial part of the roots taking hold. But with these microgreens, I did not do that. I did not spray them at all with hydrogen peroxide. Actually, one tray was grown using the water from the aquarium. The other tray was grown with just RO water. And if you ask me, I don't see a difference. I don't see a single difference between the two. And we'll look at them a little closer here in a bit. I'll give them closer up to the camera and stuff, but yeah, they don't look any different, which is kind of interesting. And then we have this plant over here. I don't know what that is either. What do you guys think? Comment below. It almost looks like a pepper plant, but I don't think that's a pepper plant. I'm not sure. Then I have this, whatever this is, that looks like a bull's blood beet. that just got a little more green than they usually get. Anyway, moving on. Let me check some comments here. Did you know peroxide is good for bugs? And good for bugs? Saw it on YouTube. You mean for preventative? Got to go through it and learn it. Yeah, just a part of the game. Well, Colin, and I felt I didn't feel like that I should be going through that because I had grown a bunch of trays of microgreens before that. That some of them were I guess I could call successful. I actually got to the point where I had to harvest it. So I thought, oh, I know what I'm doing. I don't need to go back to the drawing board. Well, sometimes we do. Sometimes we have to go back to the drawing board. Sometimes we have to go back to square one, back to the baby steps. You might be walking already, but you're stumbling and you're running into things. Well, maybe we slow down and we go back to our hands and knees and do a little bit of goo goo motherfucking gaga. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, there's some bull's blood beets that are actually on their way. And then over here, well, okay, I don't want to say they're on their way. They've been growing for like a year, like this, about the same size. So I don't really know what's happening with them. Maybe they don't like the environment, the amount of light, the amount of heat, moisture, whatever. Probably the heat, probably the temperature. Most crops that grow in the ground are a colder climate crop. Even broccoli is a colder climate, but that's been growing crazy for a long time. Hey, Alice. Hello. Andrew, see you over on the YouTube, man. And Alice, hang on, guys. Let me catch up real quick. Try to keep on top of it. Alice, Andrew, and Alan on the Facebook. What's up, Alan? Alice on the Facebook. Macy, hello. Skeeter, hey. Pepper or a bean? It looks maybe it's a bean. Skeeter, make sure you go get yourself a number on the number wheel on Rumble. I'm sorry, on Locals. Alice, thank you for the 20 stars. I really appreciate that. It helps with the gas driving 4 hours away and all that. Hey, mom in the house. What was I gonna say before that? Yeah, I have these beets. I'm gonna have to maybe do a little research to find out what's going on with them. But over here, you got a bunch of kohlrabi, still kohlrabian. Kohlrabi. I still defy anyone to use talk to text and get it to say kohlrabi, purple kohlrabi. It will think you're trying to call Robbie every time. Just saying. So if you don't know how to spell kohlrabi, you're kind of shit out of luck. It's kind of it's a problem. Got this little broccoli plant that's growing underneath the other broccoli, and it's kind of like stunted. Oh, I should break that off. It's kind of stunted, but it's just doing its thing. It's kind of scraggly and stunted, but it's growing underneath these giant broccoli trees. Hey, Kyle, I see you on the YouTube. Okay, here we go with our 34 mongrels genetics. They're not growing very fast, but they do look healthy. Alice with the $1 Rumble rant. Thank you very much. We did have a good time. I mean, it was more driving than not, and I can tell you this much. Eric and I could have chatted for hours about so many things, but we had to cut it short. I didn't leave there until it was almost 10 o'clock, and then a 4-hour drive home. I didn't drive the whole way. I stopped probably 4 times so that I could close my eyes for a minute, get out and walk the dogs. It was kind of rough, but I got through it. I mean, I've driven 4 hours no problem before, but it just was it was late. I was tired. All the things, Anyway, these 34 mongrels are looking all right. I feel like they're growing kind of slow. but it's probably because of the amount of light they have. They're not getting direct light from either direction. I was really hoping to get a friend of mine who said he would help me. You know how that goes. I need to find some help to get another light up on the hanging from the ceiling. It's a little bigger, quite a bit bigger, and I'm gonna need another pair of hands. I can try to muscle it up by myself, and I'm probably gonna end up doing that. But it just sucks. You know, if I only had local people that wanted to, get in on all the things that I'm doing. There's so much opportunity for you local friends. Just did a comment. Okay, cool, Skeeter. Yeah, I was gonna comment, or I was gonna tell you that before. If you guys could comment or tag Gabe for me. Gabe is a member that's on the Facebook side. If you guys could tag Gabe and Elisa May and Ted Hanser, all three of those folks can get on the number wheel, but don't have access to that post. Okay, here we go. This is the stuff that used to freak me out. This is a day or two after I planted these. This is arugula. I can't think of the last time I ate adult arugula, like on anything, or cooked it or used it for like in a restaurant, whatever. What do you guys make? What do you guys cook arugula with? What do you do with arugula? Anybody? But anyway, this is arugula microgreens. I know what to do with those. The microgreens, you put them in salads or soups, or just eat them straight up. They're good. Yeah, that's what they look like a day later, and this is what freaked me out. It looks like, oh no, there's mold everywhere. But that's just not true. It was scary, you guys. But I think I'm getting through it, because partly, to me, and I don't even know what arugula seeds cost. I have had these for a long time, so I don't even know what I paid or anything. But the thing is, it looks like I'm wasting a lot of seeds if these don't work out. And it feels like I'm wasting a lot of money, but it's not that much money. Seeds are actually relatively inexpensive when you're talking about, arugula or something simple like that. But in my mind, it's feeling like, oh no, I gotta do everything I can to make this work out, to make these seeds grow. And then I'm spraying with peroxide. I'm like, oh yeah, because I know a couple things. Peroxide does help your root system. It does help roots like the oxygenation and stuff. But just drenching them with peroxide all the time was just not good. And I was given some advice recently from a microgreens grower at my local farmers market. Shouts out to Mike Grow Greens. And he was saying that he'll use a little mist spray, and if he sees that kind of stuff lay down and have no problem, or like kind of dissolve away almost, then it's not mold, or it's not a problem. I did not do that with these. I just thought, let me just let them go, see what happens. It looks freaky, doesn't it? Doesn't that look freaky? It's microbes, yeah. Is that type of mycelium or mycelium? No. Microbes. Colin, I think, is right, and I haven't looked into it, but I think we looked at it recently, and Colin said that. So it was like a week or two ago that we kind of were talking about that. Microbes, they're beneficial to the soil, or to the roots. Hope all is well. Hope you're doing well, Macy. If you're still here, appreciate it. Let me see a hashtag WTIF from all the Facebookers right now. If you're on Rumble, do that on Rumble, not on Facebook. I want to see just the Facebookers, the people who are just on Facebook right now. Microbes attaching to the sprout's roots to create a symbiotic way of feeding, yeah. And the roots, the seed has everything it needs to get to about the size of this microgreen. It doesn't really need any nutrients at all. And that's why we did this experiment where one tray I used water that does have nutrients in it, and the other tray I did not. And they came out about exactly the same. There's really no difference between them, I don't see. So this was another day or two later. So you can see the difference. You see how they're yellow? Because they're not getting any sunlight yet. They don't get any sunlight until about now. This is about when I decided to take off the lids. From what I've heard, is it's kind of like this: when you see them lifting up the lid, lifting the lid off of the tray, they're basically ready to go. Hey, Diane in the house. Margaret, you don't count on the Facebook side. You're on all of them. Diane, hello. Lila Rose says some plants or fruit and vegetables will develop what looks like white mold before they actually form mold. The white is actually natural yeast before it breaks down and turns into mold. So I don't know. Are you talking about these white hairs that we were looking at? So someone says it's yeast. Another person says it's microbes. We're going to have to get to the bottom of this. Yeah, they look great right now, and then they look even better. Well, this was the same day, just the tray wasn't lifted up. Pretty exciting. I thought these were much easier. Super easy. They're done. They're ready to harvest, and it's only been a week. Look how yellow they look there. They look like me. I blend in. I'm as yellow as they are. Look at this. Crazy. Arugula. Over here, but I'm having trouble typing. Oh. I hope you're okay, Chris. Don't push yourself too hard. Little white fuzzies, but they don't see. I don't see it anymore. They grew up and matured. They matured. Okay, so this is the green onions a couple of days later. From the first picture that I pulled up, you can see them starting to stick their green rockets out. Sorry, no, that was bad. That was it's a little gross, but yeah, they're starting to get out there, right? And we got some broccoli. Honestly, I just learned that on Saturday when hubby and I were researching how things were made back in the day without modern things that are in stores, such as yeast. Oh, okay. More research is needed. I'll update you when I have more to teach. Well, hey, I appreciate it, Rose. Look, I think Micro, not the same Mike, Kyle. Mike Grow Greens. But yes, Lila Rose, I want to hear all perspectives on these kind of things, because we might find out there's some nuance in there, and might find out that maybe it's a little bit of both, or maybe, might depend on the situation and stuff. So we're going to get into that and we'll figure it out. I like learning it, and honestly, there's probably plenty of things that you'll run across that you just can't find research on. Like I don't see anything about it. So I'm not too worried about that either. But we have some success with arugula, and I'm happy with that. Well, maybe I would like to try to do more, but I don't know if we'll have time. I have to run and grab the trays, so we'll get to it in a minute. I think I got a few more pictures from today. We got outside still. We haven't got to outside yet. Yeah, the broccoli just like looking all gnarled, and I usually cut that stuff off, but then I could eat it. It's all edible. You could take just the top here, like this top little piece. That's pretty soft. And you could just take the top pieces of each one, and add them all into like a soup or something like that, a stew. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, cheers. All right. I got some new nuggies from friends on my travel. I tried to invite, we'll see what happens, but I invited Eric and Kristen to the Canacraft 5 coming up this weekend. On the 13th, Canacraft 5. By the way, shouts out to, I know it's random, but I meant to say this earlier, shouts out to Kristen for winning the game Friday, brand new game, Baked Potato. She won because she had the least baked potatoes. Baked potato moments, I should say. It was fun. I'm excited about the next one because I want to make it better. I want to, you know. And also, I need to, I forgot about that. I need to call the fiber optics people today and get on them. Hey, you haven't called me yet. What's going on? Do you want my business? What's happening here? Okay, here we go. The look how at the bottom here. The jelly bean tomatoes still going crazy here. This is a few days later from the picture I showed a little bit ago. It's getting taller. They're going to be like stretched up to the lights, I think. I might just have to keep, I don't know, stunting them. Maybe I should top them. You guys think I should top these? That's probably what I should do. I need to top them. Don't you top tomato plants? Anybody grow tomatoes? Here, let me put this over here. You guys can see the comments a little better. I enjoyed watching Andrew under pressure. Alice, I felt bad about that afterwards because Andrew had just driven home many hours. It's like 7 hours in the car, and then here I am throwing brain teasers and throwing brain farts at him. He did pretty good considering. We originally were trying to figure out how to make our own vinegar in the process, which is basically like making moonshine. Back in the day, they did use store-bought yeast. It was natural yeast, or they didn't use store-bought yeast. Okay, interesting. We see some dancing bananas, guys. We haven't seen any dancing bananas. Where's EPX and the dancing bananas today? I've never heard of topping tomato plants. Okay. Some tomatoes should be trimmed, but not all, depending on the type. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll look into these more. These jelly bean tomatoes. These are jelly bean tomatoes. Now, I would want them to be bushy, but the light is not like the sun, so they probably want to reach, like they want to stretch up to that light and get closer, because tomatoes do like a lot of light. So that's another reason for me to switch my light to get the new light put up and that light. I'd like to do both. It'd be great if I can find a way to put both lights up. Now that we're talking about it, I think I could. I just have to find a way to anchor it. It's the anchoring into the ceiling is the hard part, because there's no stud in that area in the corner. Anyway, I digress. I have some thoughts and some plans. All right, so this was like a day or two ago. They're even more green now than they were here. You can kind of see a lot of yellows still. You zoom in enough, you can see a lot of yellow. Hey, Gerald, what's up, brother? We're all over. Most people that comment are over on the Rumble. I don't know if you ever got Rumble, man, but good to see you either way. Appreciate you coming in. Got you on the door prize if you hang out to the end of the show. I'm gonna cheers to these microgreens, man. I'm pretty proud of these things. These look perfect. This is like the best tray I've grown yet. There's the other one that looks a little less green, or a little less yellow, I should say. Cheers. Cheers, Gerald. Where'd my cap go? Wow. Cap it off. Cap it off. Okay, now they're looking a little more green. This must be a picture from video because it's a little bit fuzzy. Boom, look at that. Look at that. Bing. The difference between the grow lights being on or not. Da da dun dun da da dun da 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 da. It's just a sea of green, baby. They are most likely a hybrid determinate type that will only grow a certain size if left alone. Check the usual height before topping. That's a good call. We're hiding over here on Rumble. Yeah, no one's hiding. We're shouting out loud and proud on the Rumble. Because you know what? We can say what we want on Rumble, although there are people that have been restricted in the comments for saying certain things. So you can't just go that crazy, but you can say a hell of a lot more on Rumble in the comments than you can on Facebook. That's for damn sure. Buddy, I'm hopping back into the attic. Hey, hope you have a good day, Skeeter. Be safe up there, brother. Send me a link for Rumble. I can't find you. Okay, Denise. Or if somebody could send Denise Repert the link to Rumble, I would appreciate that, guys. Hey, all those dancing bananas. Let's go. These guys are. I mean, you know what? That's enough dancing bananas. I think I should hit it one more time. This is some really good stuff. I don't even know what the strain is. I'm gonna have to find out because tomorrow on the review show we'll probably pull it up on the screen, as we do. Check out the trikes. Check out all the beautifulness. Yeah, Skeeter, thanks for coming by. Thanks for getting on the number post. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna tag a couple of the subscribers that maybe aren't here at the moment. Oops. Gabe, Elisa May, and Ted Hanser. Go get your. Or wait. Let's hit stop by so I can put you on the number post. Boom. Let's see if that brings him by. A little closer up shot. Let's try him. Oh, you know what? I don't have a good knife nearby. Got a whole bucket of knives. Let me find something that seems decent enough to use. I like this one. That one looks a little bit dirty though. Oh, I got alcohol down here. That's probably bigger than I need. Let's see. Oh, I like this one. This is a good one. That's a nice one. We'll use this one. Or maybe we'll use this one. Oh my! Oh, sorry. Got this little survival knife. All right, I'm done looking at knife. This one's cool though because it has a seatbelt cutter. If you got this in your car and you're like, you get your car goes underwater or something, you can't get out, seatbelt cutter. Here's a pilot's knife, survival knife. It's got a sharpening stone in here. It's got like stuff in the hilt and things like that. It's pretty cool. All right, I said I was done, but I haven't looked at my knives in a while. There's one more that I'd like to show you, but I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Oh, it must be locked. The strongest spring I've ever seen. That thing is crazy. All right, we got a knife to use. I want to try some of this arugula. Get a little bit of alcohol. Clean this off with. You can eat microgreens just like a snack, just like having a snack. You can buy them at like this farmer's market and just eat them as you walk around. That's what I did. If we can market microgreens as a quick snack alternative to other, highly processed, unhealthy quick snacks, I think it could be a real competitor to a real healthy alternative. You have like chilled microgreens. You could add a little like honey or whatever to them if you wanted to, really make them a sweet treat. So there's a lot about these that could be, I guess, that isn't being used. People grow them for salads and special dishes and stuff like that at restaurants and stuff. But I see them a whole different way. I see these as, while they're not quick to package, you have to, grow them and harvest them. Once they're packaged up, they're a quick treat, quick snack, highly nutritional. Gabe, what's up, brother? Hey, got Gabe in the house. Boom, shakalaka boom. Wait, did I already put you on here? Let me see. Okay. Gabe will be on here. Did anybody else pop in? Margaret, that link I don't think will work in the Facebook Messenger or in the Facebook comments anymore. They don't let the links show up anymore. It's crazy. All right, we got about 5 minutes before we stop to do the number post. Make sure this alcohol is evaporated. All right, we still haven't gotten outside. Okay, here we go. A few days later, more onion action. They're really popping out now. A couple of them got multiple onions coming out now. Oh yeah, they're loving life. I have to learn to make a couple of calls. Oh, okay. I'll leave. Okay, that's right, Alice. Hold on, I'll bring the Italian dressing, right? A little salad, a little dressing. Yeah, it'd be perfect, wouldn't it? Great in sandwiches. Oh, that's a good idea, too. It's getting hot out, right? Denise, you found us on the Rumble. So here we go. Let's all take bong rips at Wayland's and graze off of the shelf of greens. Yeah, like I was thinking of bringing a whole tray to events and just chopping some off, putting in a little dish. Here you go. And actually marketing it as that. Oh, you know what? I don't even see this. Look at all this. I don't know what this is. That's weird. Just regular clove? That could be another thing. Can't you do stuff with clove? Isn't that like good for like a toothache and stuff? I don't know what that is. It's just growing up out of the cocoa core? Like, what the heck? Where'd that come from? Cocoa core shouldn't have any seeds in it. Maybe are those coconuts? Those coconut trees growing? Dominic, what's up, man? Gabe, thank you for the 100 stars, and thank everybody for the stars today. There's been a few people. Haven't played in a while. I haven't actually played in a while. Just little toots here and there. Check this out here. Just this plant was like, fuck it, I give up. You keep screwing up the pH too bad. I'm out of here. Got to pick coconuts and mangoes in Florida. Oh, nice. Wait, coconuts in Florida? There's no coconut trees in Florida, I thought. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Cloves is a nitrogen fixer. Oh, nice. Okay. Clover. So maybe I can grow both in that little bowl there and see what I can do with it. Huh. I love mangoes, but my store's mangoes are terrible. Oh no. It's not like you want to order mangoes, even though that's how they do it, right? All right, sad story, but these are looking good. So that first picture I showed you guys was from a few days ago, and then this is from today. So they're looking nice. They're not huge, and they're not stretching either, which I'm happy about. I'm happy that they're not going crazy trying to stretch up to the light. They're kind of bushing out a little bit, even that smaller size. Now these are autos. These are all autos from 34 Mongrels Genetics. And banana trees too in Florida. I was just talking to Bean about coconuts in Florida, and he says that they don't have the right climate there. They have palm trees. Mikey, I hope you didn't go somewhere where they had these like they just attached the coconuts up on the pine trees, and they're like, here you go. for $10 you can go and harvest your own coconut. That's funny. No, I mean I feel like down south in Florida there should be, you would think there would be more coconuts. If we can harvest coconuts in America though, that they're in the US, that'd be really nice, because one of the things that bothers me about allowing ourselves to get so decentralized when it comes to our materials and our what's the other word for it? Our minerals and resources. And people that grow, especially cannabis, have a lot of exotic inputs. People want to get, special, like this one stuff I had one time, Calga, which is like this petrified coral reef that's turned into petrified algae that's got this high concentration of all this good stuff. And it's like if you if you get used to products and inputs that are from so far away that if shit hits the fan, if economics break down, if supply chains break down for some reason, you're just screwed. You can't get that. And one of those things is cocoa core. One of those things is that you have to, it comes from somewhere tropical or whatever, and they break down all the coconut husks and you get cocoa core. But if we can grow it here, that would be really nice. I don't know. I like the idea of self-sustainability, and that works on a country level too, just like it works on an individual level. Am I wrong? Fresh coconuts, yeah, that does sound good. There are so coconut trees in Florida. Some or so. Like, I wouldn't think there's a lot if even somebody that lives there doesn't know about them. Those little first leaves feel the plant until they turn yellow, then you start your nutrients. Not sure what you were referring to, Rose. Oh, with the autos. Maybe, I'm not sure what you mean. There's Miss Lamone. She's still alive. I should probably take her outside. Just haven't done it yet. Wouldn't that be crazy if she just starts flourishing outside on my porch? Probably should maybe do a top dress of soil, give a little bit of maybe some worm castings or something, then just put her outside in the sun. The cannabis plants turn, well, those weren't really yellow, Rose, were they? Maybe I'm still having trouble here. Coconut trees are more south, bean is way north. Yeah. So you went way down. So how far down did you make it? You didn't go down to the Keys, did you? Florida Keys? Never been to the Keys. I went to St. Pete's Beach. I went to Treasure Island. I don't know where else I went, but that's about the gist of it. I'm more interested in what inputs work than a brand gimmick, right? Well, and there are things, I'm not going to lie, there's probably some really amazing inputs and nutrients and different products that you can get from all over the world. Definitely not, not denying that. But the more of those kinds of things that we can make here, like say for instance, what's that? What's the aloe plant where they can turn it into a powder? You can dry out the aloe into a powder. And I know we can grow aloe here, but I'm pretty sure that's an import too that a lot of people get from some other place. That's another one. Anyway, she's still alive, and it's not a pest issue. I think it's a light issue. If I can get that other light up here. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but over here where this gardening, just some generic potting mix that someone gave me. I didn't go buying this. I don't know who Expert Gardener is, so no offense to my soil friends who are like, hey, what is that crap you got sitting there? Someone gave it to me. Shouts out to my son's mom. She threw me an extra bag that she didn't need. I'm like, all right, I'll put it in the table. We'll go somewhere. Yeah, more broccoli. Okay, any second now, the pictures are going to start going outside. I got some cool planties outside. But we are past the hour, so let's get over here and start handing out some numbers. Okay, here we go. Chris is first. Huh. Moderation? Huh. I've never seen that. How do I, recent. So I guess so. I didn't think Chris was first. I swear this thing messes with me sometimes. Unless it shuffles you all up if you commented in the same minute, which I think would be annoying. Alice, you're number 2. So we're going to put Chris as number 1 this week. No offense, Chris. I didn't think you were number 1. So Diane, you're number 3. Brittany, number 4. Margaret, number 5. Cat, number 6. Rose, number 7. Kristen, number 8. I met Kristen yesterday. Kayla, number 9. Big Mike, number 10. Oh. Love to see it. I love to see a nice full list of number wheelers. Denise, you're number 11. Skeeter, number 12. And Gabe, lucky number 13. And looks like Andrew just commented. You're lucky I happen to see it on my screen, Andrew. You were going to be late, otherwise, you were going to get it tomorrow. I think that's everybody. Hey, Troy in the house. What's up, bro? How you doing? Shouts out to Permanent Farms on the YouTube. Love St. Pete's. I've been to South Beach and Tampa. Busch Gardens. Oh, I haven't been to Busch Gardens. That's exactly why we've been researching how to make our own, because SHTF, and we have to bug out. Oh yeah, when shit hits the fan, as well as just being self-sustainable. Yeah, both ways, both directions means it's a better reason to be more self-sustainable. 8 hours from Bean. Wow. St. James City. Oh, you got halfway down there? I see. Guess not. I think I'm 9. Oh. In the wrong area looking for it. That's okay. I didn't have it pinned for some reason, but it's pinned now. It should be at the top. What did you get, Rose? Were you close to 9? 7. Yeah. Yeah, the thing doesn't seem to. I'm gonna have to do it quickly right after I post it. Just start hitting the numbers, giving you guys numbers right as it comes out, just so that I don't feel like it's changed on me. Maybe I'm not paying attention. Maybe it didn't, and I'm just paranoid. I don't know. Anyway, back to the wheel. Bunch of crap in my way. We got 6 minutes till the next 420 if anybody wants to hang out for that. $14 numbers, just like that. Hey, Rose commented on the YouTube. Looks like 9. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, that's why I'm saying I don't like it. So I'm gonna have to. So moving forward next week, I'm going to, as soon as I see somebody comment, try to give them the number 1 spot, because if you're listening and not sure what's happening, the number wheel is my way of giving something to members that aren't actually able to hang out and watch the live show that often. So if you are a paying member on Locals or any subscription platform, as long as I can see you subscribed, well, hey, there's Elisa May. Speaking of, you just got in just at the skin of your teeth. What did I win the other night? You got a coupon. You're building up credit that you can spend at any of the sponsors, including my own merch if you want. But yeah, you're building up some of the Indoor Farmer credit since you're subscribed. If you were not subscribed, you would have won a game night ticket, which would have gotten you into game night to also win more credit. But as a subscriber, you directly get credit because you can already get in game night. Elisa, you're going to be number 14 or 15. Number 15. Got in at the skin of your teeth, just like Andrew. I miss anybody on the Facebook? Oh, just a lot of stickers from Dominic. Now I'm craving pineapple. I do have some pineapple in the fridge. You like coconut, Gabe? We go in 4 minutes until 4:20. Hey, thank you. 5 minutes. Everybody is like on it. Like, hey, it's coming. You know what? Just for that, I think we should make it a real special bowl. Let's go ahead. Let's throw some dabs in on it and maybe a little bit of bubble hash. Let's make it special. I do need to clean my bowl. Or not my bowl. I need to clean my bong. I want to clean it out once a week. If you have water in the piece, water I personally think is the best way outside of not smoking it at all. Although I do want to look into vaporizers. Have you guys seen? I talked about it already. Elisa said they have a Volcano, but they're handheld, hand-sized vaporizers that you put flour in. Number 11. You put flour in these handheld vaporizers and you get no smoke. You just get the vapor. You get literally, you don't even see anything coming out. So I tried it once. I didn't try it enough. I got to try it again. I think that might be the evolution of what I move on to next. Because, my lungs, it's not just because I'm getting old, it's because I've developed an asthmatic reaction to things, and I don't have full-on asthma, but I've developed allergies to pets and a bunch of little things that have made it seemingly more detrimental to be smoking all the time. And today I haven't smoked until we got on here, but I'm trying to, a little more moderation, a little more fasting, if you will. All right, I'm rambling. Let's see. Number 11 was Denise. Again, this wheel is made for people that don't always have time to hang out and watch the show. So, therefore, she does not have to be here to accept that prize. Now, anybody that gets on the door prize, which is anyone that comes into the show and comments, the door prize being something I give out to people who are at the show, you do have to be here to win that. And I think it makes sense, even if you're subscribed. Now, if you are a subscriber, I'm totally cool with people tagging you, sending you a DM, hey, get in here, you just won, hurry up and, accept your prize. I don't have a problem with that as a subscriber. Why not, right? All right, we got a few more pictures. We got some cool planties outside to get to. The happy girls outside, they're all looking great. Okay, so here's an update. So we showed you these earlier in the show, and they were from several days before this. Now this one down here that I thought had survived looks like it died off. But this one, you can fully see that this one is still alive, and after trimming it back, it has regrown. So we'll see what happens. But that's much sadder looking than those other onions on the other side, aren't they? Switching from days to nights has me all messed up. Yeah, Gabe, I saw you say something about that recently. I thought it was a coupon, but I couldn't remember. Yeah, the coupon. Yep. You get a $5 indoor farmer coupon, and I can tell you some point how many you have. Probably one or two now. Okay, so again, this is from today. These are looking even bigger and fuller and healthier. And this one is actually looking like it's pretty resilient. It's standing up on its own. I don't have to keep training it like I do the one on the right. The one on the right I've been wrapping around. Well, they're both wrapped around. But this one, as you can see, is growing up on its own past that skewer that's stuck in the soil here. They're little trainers, or their little sticks, I guess, to hold them up. They're looking pretty good. You might not see a huge difference, but if I put all three of those pictures together, you could kind of see it. I might start doing that. I just thought of this recently. I think it was today. I was thinking about it. Did I pass 420? Yeah, 421. Just missed it. Cheers. Fire in the hole. What was I talking about? These tomatoes, these jelly bean tomatoes. I may have to get them away from the broccoli a little bit. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about right before that, so keep going. I don't think it was the tomatoes. It was something else. I got off on a tangent. But here's my outside planties. They're just looking happy. The one that's in the pot is the more difficult one to take care of, which is probably obvious to a lot of people, but it may not be that obvious to those that are new to growing. If you're going to grow in pots outside, they will take more TLC. They will require more water directly given to them from you, which does make a difference on time spent and on effort and everything. And I'm sure I'll have to give them all water at some point in the summertime. But what I decided to do last week, it's not a huge deal, but since I top dressed this pot, I put some worm castings, some fresh soil and stuff in the top there, and so I have to go out and water this plant that's in the pot. So what I did was I moved its radio flyer, its little cart that I have it in. I moved it between the plants outside, so that when I water that plant, and of course some of the nutrients is draining through the pot, it goes to the radio flyer, which has a hole in the bottom for its own, washing it out and stuff. And so then all of that's going to drain down and hit the ground between the two. Well, there's 3 plants actually over here on this left side. There's 5 total here that we're looking at. But yeah, all that stuff that's draining through there and stuff will still at least kind of get into the ground between the other 2 plants. So it's not like it's not going to give them a whole lot, but if it's a dry day, if it's a warmer day, then I go out and water this one plant, it will wash through to all of them. That's the idea, at least some of it. It's just like a tiny bit more useful. Well, my lights are flickering. Is that my electricity or just the light? So this one's growing out that way, trying to catch more light. I mean, not the one in the middle. The one on the right-hand side it's definitely growing off to the side. What do you do with the bark? Have a good day, Rose. There's my volunteers sticking out of by the door there. And then here's my 2 little little engines that could over here. There were 3, as you can see off to the side. Look at the difference between those plants. The two little ones are trying their best to get roots through gravel and through my driveway and stuff. And then of course these are just loving life. Let me go back just a little bit here and see if we can. So we had one over here that's dead now, and this one which almost died, but I actually watered it directly one day. I watered them both. I kind of poured water in between them because it's just like a hard surface there. It's like kind of gravelly though. Like I wouldn't say it's not porous, obviously, but and then of course this one over here, which is healthier, and I haven't had to water it directly, but it's also not growing very big. Kind of interesting. It's not about the direct sunlight either, because the bigger plants that are over here get even less sunlight than those two do. So just a funny thing. A funny thing. The gremlin, the beast. Look at this mess that he just makes. Like, if I clean all this up, he just strings it all out again, and the toys and the sticks. My son made a little like teepee out of these sticks, and of course Sprout just wants to take them all apart and chew on them. And then you have last year's plants. I tied them all together, which I showed this a while back, but they're just going to live like, I don't know, they're going to last all year. These things are just strong as hell. They've got deep root systems that they're just, I don't know, maybe I'm not going to build something on it, but it's kind of funny. What's going on, ladies, here? What do you think? What do you do with the bark? The bark of what? I had a big branch break off my mimosa tree, so I picked a ton of flowers off it then this morning. Oh, okay. Flowers and bark. Interesting. So what do you do with the bark? It can be used for sleep, and it's said to be a mood booster and believed to have adaptogenic properties. Mimosa. Like the drink? I'll have some mimosa bark, please. Look at this. Look at this size comparison, ladies. Oh yeah, you got to put your hand in the shot so that you know you can see the size. The size comes off right. You know what I mean? Put your hand in the shot. It's my little house plant. Just doing its thing. Well, it's a tree, okay, mimosa tree, but it's not. But is it like the drink? Like the same? Am I saying it right? Mimosa? Like that actor Jason Mimosa? Okay. Get a little better shot of the bull's blood beets. And these I believe are radishes. Radishes growing up out of some scrap that I buried from the last radishes that turned into seeds. All the greens there are edible, so I could, as they get bigger, I can just chop off some greens and eat it. Little more recent shot of the unknown grass, whatever this grass is. It reminds me of like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You know, they used a grass blade as like a slide. Big old grass blade. Some people call it a kaiser blade. I call it a grass blade. Sorry. It smells way better than the drink. Oh, okay. Look it up. It's so pretty and smells amazing for miles around. Interesting. Make tea from the flowers and tinctures. Interesting. Can you cut stuff with it? My mint is coming back. I nursed that last little strand of life back to health, and I wanted to fill this whole pot back up again. We'll see how it goes. I did flood the table. The whole grow table was flooded last week, and so it's just finally starting to not dry out, but it's just starting to not be flooded anymore. Here's the kohlrabi. Look, you got a little peekaboo kohlrabi back here, a little one over here, and like an eggplant looking kohlrabi over here. Some more kohlrabi over this way. Kohlrabi. If you try to use talk to text, and you try to say kohlrabi, your phone's gonna try calling somebody named Robbie, and it happens every time. I dare you to try it. Is it kohlrabi maybe? They still think it's kohlrabi. Anyway, this is the other direction. A little picture of the back, the other side, I guess, of the tomato plants. They look so healthy. I'm happy about these. I'm happy. Little upper deck look of the broccoli. It's broccoli as usual, and it just wants to stretch up to the light all the time. I just chop it back, and then it grows more, and I can toss that in my soups or whatever I want to toss it in. Yeah, it's looking a little scraggly, but it's growing. It's alive. I wouldn't say it's growing, but it's alive at least. There's my pepper plants that were voluntary. These are all pepper plants, except for the one in the back there. That's a radish. It's a big radish. Daikon radish, I think. Actually, maybe not. It looks a little different than the last time I grew a daikon radish. And you can see the starting to dry hole there. My hole's starting to dry. You know what I'm saying? Starting to get a little dry. Rarely have to water it either. Oh, nice. It might need more light and heat. Mine goes crazy once you get over 65 degrees. Yeah, it's definitely 65 degrees. Maybe I should put it under more light though. Try and find more light for it. See, because there's that whole center area here that there's no light. So I need to switch up to the grow light. You can see it. You can see the darkness in the middle. That sucks. What sucks, Elisa? I'm not sure where the delay is on the Facebook side. All right, so that was the end of my planties. I should have grabbed a picture of the roses again, but I didn't. All right, I am going to switch over here to our next segment over on GardenSavvy.com. Of course, Garden Savvy does have a year membership, but what I was told is that you can download this app for free. You download the app and you can use it for free, but you cannot get into the Hortisketch or the Garden AI. You're limited on what you can do for free, of course. But you should join, guys. Check it out. Join. Look. Kayla's already posting up a storm. An hour ago, she's like, I know he's gonna get in there. I better post up a bunch. So we're gonna make a post real quick in the community homepage, which is basically it's basically social media for gardening and growers. Happy Monday, Garden Saviors. Let's see. I am having some success with microgreens. Finally, stop by the show and check out the Planties. Ooh, I'm still at the top somehow. That other person, oh, Michigan. He's got it. He's got it closer. He's 6 away. Oh, man. Ask for platform information. Comments below this post. Hashtag WTIF. I don't think it works if I... I don't think that's going to do anything, but let's see. I hashtagged it a bunch. Didn't even count the one. There it goes. It counted one. All right, Kayla, let's check out what you got going on here. Just planted in some seeds. Here, let me switch it to this. You can see it a little closer. Planted some beans. 109-liter garden pots. Did a variety of squash, pumpkins, watermelon, and melons. You know we like melons. Mama bunnies decided to put their baby bunnies in my raised beds again this season. They should be big enough to emerge from their nest by the time plants go in. Huh. So you got some bunnies in there. Interesting. Laughing at... I'm giving you the lemon laugh emoji about the bunnies. The squinty eye lemon. Let's see. Kayla says, a stunning sack spider found in my strawberry beds. I was weeding them out and accidentally messed up its web. Oh no. But it started rebuilding it. I love spiders. Haha. Yeah, I'm usually a friend to spiders too, but I did have to kill one recently that was like the size of my car in my basement down here. It was just insane. I was like, nah, sorry, buddy. Like you know, I'm sure you do a lot of good work, but he had to go. Like he was rivaling my dog Sprout. Like Sprout and this other spider were about to have a no holds barred knockdown, drag out, you know, full on UFC match in the basement. And I was like, that's just not going to happen. We're going to have to take you out, brother. Getting ready to pick my lettuce from AE. Lettuce is looking fire. Let's see here. I always have trouble with this guy's name. Antimony. Plants of the week from Michigan. He's a big Michigan guy. I don't know if anyone here is Michigan, but he's a big into the native plants of Michigan, and you can kind of like what you can do with them and all of it. So that's great. Here we go. Somebody with their Hortisketch picture. Alexa Woodman. Check this baby out. She's got a lot going on in her garden. Got to zoom in a little bit more to be able to see it. fully, but wow, wow, you guys, that puts my little bit going on to shame. But I love it. This is great. The trellis is even. You can really map out your whole garden. This is using the garden hortisketch that you get access to if you pay to be a member. Oh, hey, Jess. Oh, hey, Ted. Ted, let me get you a number, my friend, if you're in here still. Ted, comment below. Let me put your number on here for tomorrow. We'll get you number 16. Number 16. And Jess, I'll put you on the door prize if you hang out. Get a chance to win at the end of the show. Well, I'll put you both on, actually. I forgot. Ted, Jess Rosebud. Did I put Elisa May on here? I don't think I did. Michigan has cheap flour. Yeah, that's true. Thanks, Jess, for the tagging. Ted, I got you a number for tomorrow. Okay, I think I'm caught up on the Facebook. And we were on Garden Savvy. Yeah, that's a pretty extensive garden there. That's amazing. I'm going to give it a... That... Jeez. Okay, get out of here. Delete. No? Well, just delete. Okay, here we go. Is it working? Jeez. That is quite the setup, quite the grow you have growing on. Awesome. I should just put my hashtag behind every comment. Maybe I should just comment or post more on this site. Here we go, Debbie Kransky. We have florets. I was very nervous about crucifiers in my sandy, acidic soil, but no one told my broccoli, cabbage, or kale that they shouldn't like it. Arugula, on the other hand, not so much. Oh, moisture must not be consistent enough. I think I will add some vermiculite when I try it again in fall. So you got some broccolin. Got some broccolin. There you go. Good for you. And Debbie says, I'm so excited that my first round of snap peas will be ready soon. Zone 6. Well, those look great too. George with some corn. First corn of the summer. Wow, already got some corn, George. That's quick. Maybe I should switch it to the wow emoji. Give him the wow cactus. Let's see here. First ripe tomatoes from George. First ripe tomatoes of the season. Variety is Kylon. Those are looking interesting. I've never seen tomatoes like that. And here we are, catching up to last week. AE says, I have a family of 4 rabbits that had to put wire around my garden. Ah, yeah. Or that is why I had to put it. Yep, definitely want to watch out for the rabbits. Or if you're Kayla, you just go ahead and leave them alone in your bed until they hatch, until the rabbit eggs hatch, and then the mother chicken gets them and makes Cadbury cream eggs. All right, awesome. We are caught up on the posts from Garden Savvy, but I do like to go check out my hortisketch and see if there's anything I can add to it. I don't know yet what some of the volunteers are to be able to add to them. Okay, what's going on with my garden planner? Come on. Aha, so here's my grow area, and they always want to remind you that you can buy seeds through the site. Click here to find high quality seeds and gardening products at our approved vendor marketplace. So they have a bunch of different vendors and things. Okay, interesting. Never actually went through here. White Harvest Seed Company, Eden Brothers, Plant Addicts, Gardener Supply Company, and True Leaf Market. Oh, that's where a lot of good seeds come from. I know a lot of people that get seeds from there. Okay. Got lemon tree. We got this down here represents my aquaponics grow trough, you might call them, or the grow beds that I have. So maybe we should find onions. Onions got to be in here somewhere. Something that I'm not quite up on yet is so I keep calling these green onions that I'm growing, but that might be incorrect the way that I'm using that. So I think you can eat the tops or the bottoms of the onion, but I don't know that every onion variety is like that. So I honestly don't know what onion variety that I have when I'm talking about green onions. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Trying to move that over. Okay. And then there's nothing in here that represents grass, so I can't actually... Tall feather grass? I don't have any tall feather grass, but maybe that grass that I have will do something. Let's see, maybe it wouldn't be in herbs. Oh, I do have mint. I don't think I put the mint out. I did not. Okay. I don't think it's peppermint though. We'll just call it mint. And we'll put it over here. This needs to come over this way. The broccoli's all kind of bunched up a little bit. And then the mint is over this way. Okay, so if you haven't seen this before, I don't have a lot of outside grow. So what I do is I have split this scene, or this planning scene here, and part of it is indoors. So all of this is all of my indoor stuff. This represents the grow table that I grow out of, and then outside I have my backyard sort of mapped out a little bit, so that if I want to, I can actually plan out things that I might put in the future. So like, I don't actually have a pond, but that is something I'm thinking about putting in order to collect groundwater and rainwater, because my yard is actually lower, a little bit of a dip in my yard versus my neighbor on both sides. And so a lot of rainwater gets washed into my yard and washes out into the back here is a gully. So it goes down a hill into a gully. And so if I can strategically place a little pond, it would be a very nice system. I think I could. So like right here, I have a thought on how to maybe the rainwater collection from my two gutters on my garage. I can't collect rainwater from my house because my gutters have a warranty on them on my house. So I can't mess with my gutters on my house. But the garage, on the other hand, I could do. And I also have a picture of what represents the old gutters that came off of my house. And if I get if I get a nice new privacy fence, nice sturdy fence, I could attach these old gutters to my fence and have like a grow area there, like strawberries or something. I could have some herbs growing in a gutter system going around, and then the gutters would still empty the water out into that pond. So the gutter system would have soil, and I would have to weed it and grow it. The weeds would be like tree seeds that drop in there and start trying to grow. So I have a whole idea and plan, and this helps me plan it out and figure out what's going on. So this mint is actually more. Let's see. It's more over this way right now, but I need to move it to get more light. So I might move it over here somewhere. So this is a way to map everything out and it actually keeps track. I'm in live mode right now. It's in live mode, which means it's keeping track of everything as if it's all happening right now in real life, which it is, other than the little structure stuff that I have set up over here. Oh, there's some red. I wonder if this is not allowed. Oh, it's advising against. Oh, okay. Since it's in live mode, it knows what day of the year and time. It knows the grow zone that I'm in and everything. And so it's actually telling me we advised sowing this vegetable from January 15th to April 1st. So it's helping to advise me on when I should be growing these things. And so instead of allowing me to just put it out there and not know what I'm doing, it's giving me a warning. So interesting. That's really helpful because I'm growing inside, so I can ignore that to an extent. But it also would help me if I grew those things inside at that same time of the year, because that means the temperature around my house and foundation and stuff is the same as what that plant likes. That might actually be really helpful in the future. All right, cool. I'm done playing with the Garden Savvy. It's really awesome though. So if you guys haven't checked it out, let me know if you want a discount. John's supposed to get back to me on a discount for my community. I forgot what it was. Yeah. We are going to do a little raid. I've got to do 4 more raids this month. All right, who do we got in the chat here? What's happening, chat? Lots of Dominic stickers on the Facebook side. Jess, thank you. Everybody over there, hang out for a few more minutes, and we're going to do the door prize. If you have commented below the post on X, I'm sorry, not X, on Rumble. Let's look at that real quick here. We got Lila Rose, Kayla, Big Mike, Alice, Margaret, and Kyle. Did I miss anybody? Nope, I think I got everybody. Huh. Look at that, like a steel trap, baby. All right, comment below one more time on Rumble, and I'll add you on the wheel again. I am going to hang out and get all the game night winners taken care of. I got a lot more to do. There's a lot more show to be had, but I'm going to probably get the door prize rolling in about 5 to 10 minutes. Oh yeah, we still have one more thing we got to do before we wrap up the main portion of the show. That is this. Let's see. Just Arugula's got a little bitter taste. Very nutty taste. Very spicy too. A little longer Takes a minute for that spice to kick in. Ooh, yeah, these aren't just a snack. I'm not. These aren't going to be snacked. I have to add these to something else. That's a spicy. That's a spicy arugula. Whew. There was a nutty flavor, then it started going spicy on me, and it never looked back. It was like, we going spicy, boy. Like, oh no, we're going spicy. That had a kick to it. Tell me some. So we're gonna look at the garden AI real quick. Tell me some benefits. Benefruits. Some benefits and flavor profile of arugula. While that's thinking, well, maybe we'll just leave that alone. Arugula, also known as rocket or roquette, is a delightful leafy green that brings a peppery punch to your garden and the plate. Should have looked at that first. It was like, oh boy, that peppery taste. Here are some of its benefits and flavor profile. Benefits of arugula. Nutrient rich. Arugula is packed with essential vitamins and minerals, including vitamin A, C, and K, as well as calcium and potassium. Number 2, antioxidant properties. It contains antioxidants that help protect your body from damage by free radicals. Okay. Number 3, supports bone health. Thanks to its high vitamin K content, arugula is great for maintaining strong bones. Number 4, heart health. The nitrates in arugula can help improve blood flow and reduce blood pressure, promoting heart health. Very nice. Number 5, low in calories. This leafy green is low in calories, making it a perfect addition to a healthy diet. Flavor profile, peppery and spicy. I didn't know that. I'm looking at this leafy green thinking, oh, this will be a sweet little, tasty little guy. Ah! Burning fire. Yeah. Nutty. Okay. I tasted the nutty undertones. There's subtle nutty undertones that enhance its complexity. Fresh and zesty. Oh, it hit me fresh. Its fresh, zesty flavor can brighten up your dish, making it a favorite in Mediterranean cuisine. It definitely would, if you like pepper in certain things, it would be great in anything that you like pepper in. Like, I'm thinking that would be really good on mac and cheese. Like, mac and cheese, unhealthy, right? But if you're gonna already load it up with some pepper, boom, you sprinkle some oregano, arugula microgreens on it. I think it would be awesome. It'd be a great way to like spice up something not so healthy for you and give it some health, you know. Very nice. I'm glad I looked that up. It's great. Love it. All right, now who's commenting? Let's see. Andrew. We got Lila, Rose. Could also add it to a pot roast. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. Give it its own spicy flavor. Diane. We got Kyle. Scissors would. Nope. Actually, no. A clean razor maybe, Kyle. But from what I've been told, scissors are, and I've tried scissors, scissors are not as easy to cut microgreens with because they are the solid block of like grass, you know, and or of like the sprouts. And so if you try to get in there with scissors, you're gonna like you're squishing them all together with the blades, and then it rips. But if you grab some of them and cut in from the side, which that your idea of the razor might actually be better. But yeah, you cut in from the side, and they just kind of, as they cut loose, they come up easier rather than pinching them and ripping them up. You know what I mean? Who else? We got Cullen. We got Kayla. Alice. Chris. Diane. Oh, not Diane. I'm sorry. Denise. Anybody else that I missed? Margaret. I think that's everybody. Cool. Jess, I got you on there earlier. After we do a spin here, we're gonna go look around and see what we can find on the Rumble to do a little raid action. All right, here we go. Smoke them if you got them. Oh, this is you know. Whoa. Come on. Kayla, are you here? Oh yeah, look at that. As he bragged and changed his voice as he showed you his proud creation. Look, I could be like, this week on Over the Hedges. This week on Over the Hedges, let me just tell you what really grinds my gears about neighbors. When they got a tree that's growing up on their land, and then all the branches are growing up over your land. What do you do about that? Anyway, till next week on Over the Hedges, I'm Hedgemaster Waylon Maccabee. I don't know. I'll come up with a new persona for the Hedgemaster. Maybe Cousin Sneed. Maybe Cousin Sneed is a Hedgemaster, if you know who Cousin Sneed is. Kayla, congrats. All right, remember you can opt out of the raid. I am going to do an after show on Rumble. Listen to some music and stuff while I take care of the game night winners. Tomorrow's, before we end the regular show, tomorrow's review is going to be a bit of a mixed bag. Let's see here. Let's go to, yeah, it'll be including my trip to Buttheads Growers Club in Missouri, and it will also include some food that we had at a local restaurant after the event, and a couple of unboxings. I think we're gonna do. All right, we're in entertainment now. Let's see here. I do want to have this guy come on the show sometime, so I'm gonna go ahead and maybe we should see the science holy grail: one vaccine to rule them all. I mean, this is a health related show, so maybe we should be going over to Dr. Robert Scott Bell. We talked already, and I think I emailed him, but I don't know if I haven't like got back to him. But I'd like to have him come on the show sometime. Let me pull that up here. Let's see. Maybe we should go down a little bit closer to our numbers. There's a $2,000 giveaway. Something. I can't really tell what that's saying. Content marathon, nonstop gaming. Okay, there's a gamer with some views. Monday mayhem, arrests, Karens, brats, and the biggest border bust. Doesn't seem like entertainment. Start 3K wagers. The token choke. A little short token choke. Huh. I bet this would be fun. Check these guys out.
He's
Oh yeah, I think
pretty much going to run over everybody. Check this out. He's late for work.
He must be watching the Hodge twins. I'm watching him watch the Hodge twins. Yeah. Nah. We're gonna go. Keep looking here. Welcome to the stream, my cats. Hey, it's the cat and something. Cat nice. Oh. Well, that seems like a nice one. We can go with that. Promote some genuine content. Wait, is this just other people's cats? Wait a minute. No. Are these really your cats? I don't know about that. That seems suspect. The clean comedy stand-up. That seems wholesome.
Zumba class, they're like, I wonder who I'm supposed to be following. Maybe it's that one woman facing the rest of us, shouting instructions into the Janet Jackson Rhythm Nation headset. But it could be Marge that is throwing up right next to me.
Okay. Clearly, probably not this person. The Clean Comedy Club. Wow, 100 likes. Wow. 709 followers. They must just have this on all the time. I want to find somebody who's there, you know? We're getting down into the... Oh, that's sad. Lone Wolf Fan Club. I think we rated him before. What the hell? Ethan Ralph's deleted cocaine stream versus Mr. Mitaku. Detroit Retro. Is this Albert Einstein? Have a good day, Denise. Oh, that's old like TV. Okay. Cobracast. He's a good one, actually. I think I'm gonna.
If it causes the New York,
he talks some politics, but I actually do like the Cobracast and the Nerdrotic and Geeks and Gamers crew of people. They're kind of all connected. Let's go ahead and let's
Knicks to
this
win
guy.
to lose tonight. All of them. I'm telling you that right now. We better not lose tonight's game. We better not lose tonight's game. You understand what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna keep it muted for a minute until I rate him and see if he responds. Let's see. Is this it here? Here we go. Remember, you can't opt out of this. You can click this little opt out button. Let's see what he says.
You may have to take the subway.
Right?
No, in this suit.
That's not good. You and Tom Ford might be on the subway.
I'm a man of the people.
By the way, Bill Clinton went to see Michael Jordan multiple times in person.
Right. I'm saying. Hold on, whoa. First of all, that's Washington. That's Washington. Is right down the road. Number 2.
I like how they called him out on that. Now, also,
Your stream is
segment. This president has
choppy.
No
What's going on here?
Showing up in New York City. I am dead serious. It is selfish. It is narcissistic. It is
all right. He's deep in thought. I don't think he's going to say anything. That's okay. Not too worried about it. But we are going to get into the after show now. So if you're watching on Facebook or anywhere else, you're going to have to come and find us on Rumble. So come and join us. We do a little request hour where anybody can request just about anything, typically music or, comedy or something like that. And, have a little sesh while we do it. Of course, I got a bunch of winners to take care of. Look at these winners. I got a whole list of winners from Friday night. Speaking of Friday night, I got to just start throwing it in my mix of things that I say on a regular basis. But I'm looking for more local people that want to get involved. If you want to get involved in something on the ground level, it's not really even the ground level. Like, we've already got an audience. You've already got eyeballs on it that are on it, live on the internet, but we're trying to get people in person involved. So if you're somebody that's local or somewhere around Illinois that want to get involved, let me know. You don't have to. Maybe if you're far away, you can't come in every week or whatever, but let's schedule it. Let's make a let's get guests in there. Guest co-hosts on the game show, whatever. Let's get some people locally involved who maybe have vendors and small businesses. Yeah, look at this look at all these winners on that whole page, whole list of winners. That's the whole thing. And I think see, Skeeter is the only person that didn't end up winning something. Sorry, Skeeter. All right. John, come find us on Rumble, man. Dominic, come over to Rumble and just fill the chat up with stickers, man. Come to Rumble. Got to go for now. Nice. Okay. No worries. Let me check. Let me look at this thing in case I missed something. I don't think I did. 42. Okay. All right. We're out of here. Well, I'm not out of here if you're on Rumble. Hang out. Let's have some fun on the after show. We'll be there in just a few minutes. For now, if you're on Facebook or YouTube or it looks like Kick, X, Twitch doesn't seem to work anymore. Let's see. Let's see if I can turn it off, turn it back on. Now it's connected to Twitch just so that I can shut it back off of Twitch. Come over and find us on Rumble. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 1 o'clock Central Time for the Indoor Farmer Reviews. Mixed bag. I got a whole bunch of good stuff to show you tomorrow. We'll be there. Anyway, we'll see you in just a minute on Rumble. Peace. Remember, everybody's got to eat.
The Indoor Farmer, rocking the live show scene.